Under the waves, there is a multitude of sea life. But wait, what is that? No, I mean on the coral. Yes, these. These little things are colonial Entoprocta. With over 200 species in their family, they have lived for over 200 million years and have existed on all continents of the globe except for Antarctica. We've constructed a phylogenetic tree using our data matrix. The tree indicates that Entoprocta is most closely related to Arthropoda. However, when compared to the tree based on the rRNA sequence of each phyla, we find that Entoprocta are just as related to echinoderms, chordata, annelids, and mollusks as they are to arthropods.
Although Entoprocta had been studied since the 19th century, its true placement on the phylogenetic tree is uncertain, due to controversy surrounding its categorization. Early scientists used morphology to group them with worms under the same umbrella term. Later, genetic research suggested that Entoprocta is its own taxa, though it is closely related to Mollusca. Examinations of their larvae and biological mechanisms, such as feeding, support this hypothesis. However, genetic evaluation and observations give rise to differences in group relation. The differences between the phylogenetic trees based on characteristics could be due to the scale of observation. While our tree looks at things such as cephalization of the head and type of body cavity, the tree from literature looked at things such as the cuticles on the head and the types of cells in the body cavity. However, the combined analyses of all three genes strongly support the monophily of the phylum Entoprocta. It also supports the idea of a sister group relationship between Entoprocta and Cycliophora, a result which is consistent with a number of previous morphological and molecular assessments.
Entoprocta can be recognized by their goblet-shaped body, U-shaped gut, crown of ciliated tentacles, and small size. They range from 1/10 of a millimeter to 7 millimeters in length. Found in the intertidal zone, they occupy spaces of the ocean up to 500 meters deep. However, there are two exceptions, Ernitella gracilis and Loxosomatoides surindhorni, which live in freshwater. The entoprocts are primarily composed of a calyx or head, stalk, and colon. Unlike colonial Entoprocta, this one is solitary.
Being all alone, they need the help of other animals to use their feeding current in order to help collect food. Then they'll use their tentacles to direct the food to their mouth with the current. Entoprocta eat small marine organisms like diatoms, which are unicellular algae. As larvae, Entoprocta are planktonic and are able to swim with the current. But as they mature into an adult, they become sessile and can't move. However, muscle bands beneath the epidermis enable them to bend their stalk and calyx to catch any food around them. This Entoprocta is looking a little lonely, but that's not a problem. Entoprocta are hermaphrodites, so they have both sex organs. Because of this, they can reproduce asexually through budding. The eggs either hatch into planktonic larvae, or in some species, complete early development in a brood chamber located in the atrium, attached by secretions of cement glands to the chamber's wall. As it grows, this larva develops its mouth as its first opening, making it a protozoan. In some brooding species, nutrition is provided to developing embryos through special placental cells. In others, the egg yolk nourishes the growing larva. Planktonic larvae may remain free-swimming for up to 7 months while settling, while those raised in a brood chamber will settle within a few days. After setting down on a coral, the entoproct becomes sessile and does not move locations for the rest of its lifespan.